Guys, gals, and pals, welcome to Paint and Talk episode 16. Kind of crazy to say that. Like, I don't know. Before I was recording, I was like, it was the first time where I lost track of what episode we were on. And, I realized it was 16. Which now I'm second guessing because I'm saying it out loud, of course. But I think it should be 16 unless I'm just like, I seem insane right now. And like, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You know, I've been doing this for 2 weeks, but it already feels like forever. 2 weeks is ultimately very small. I want to do this for a whole year. But like, wow, that's crazy. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I hope you've had a really great 24 hours since the last time I've seen you. We'll say really great today. Me, myself, yes and no, I'd say. Which is actually what I want to talk about today. I want to do something a little different today because I had a great day yesterday. Had a great 24 hours. I don't want to seem like I didn't. But cat's out of the bag, I'm very tired today, like a little bit down in the dumps, you know what I mean? It's one of those days where I'm just not feeling myself. This is one of the reasons I desperately need to stack up episodes for Paint and Talk, because like, I think I'm gonna just do something a little different today, which is fine, I'm cool with that, but I don't want to make this a regular thing. And listen, you know, I'm human, it happens like once every other week where you get one of these days, you know? So like, I wanna make sure I can afford to do that and not have to sacrifice content because I just like have an off day, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to stack up a good couple episodes every now and again just so I could take a day like this to recoup. The main reason I'm feeling off, I'm extremely tired, and one thing about me, when I'm tired, I get very like, I don't know, just like not good, I guess. I don't know how to phrase it exactly. But honestly, doing this right now, actually getting in here and painting is is helping me right now more than anything else I've done today. But I want to just give you guys some context. That's what we're going to do with today's episode. Usually I like to talk about a topic. Today, I'm going to maybe run a little bit shorter and just talk about how I've been doing, my day, you know, what's going on. Because I think that's important, as much as I don't want to make that the thing. And that's kind of, you know, just to go off on a tangent with that. Like, that's the tough part about this, is striking that balance, because like I don't love talking about myself too much. Well, okay, I'm here in front of a camera. Clearly I like talking about myself a little bit, but I don't like talking about my day or like just what I've been doing. You know, like there's a lot of great creators who are really capable of doing the whole like, oh, since yesterday I went to get a smoothie, I went to, you know, blah, 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 and then I did blah, blah, blah. You know, like a lot of people can really do that. I just don't think my day-to-day is that interesting, you know? Like, I think it'd be a lot of, like, I woke up, I worked on YouTube videos, started working on this other thing, worked on this thing for work, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, one of those, it'd pretty much be. So, like, I'm not that interested in doing that, but I also think it's okay to do it every now and again, you know? Because for the couple of you that I notice watching this every day, which is like still so like earth-shattering to me that's happening. I think like, yeah, you know, if you're seeing me every day, it kind of makes sense that like, you know, a little bit about what's going on with me eventually, you know what I mean? So I want to take today and do some housekeeping stuff for that reason. I think it'll probably be a lot less watchable than the normal Paint and Talks, because it's just gonna be that and me rambling about what's been going on in my life. But, you know, that's why it's a shorter episode, and that's why I probably won't be doing these too often. You know, it's 2 weeks in right now to Paint and Talk. I don't want to do this every 2 weeks. That'd be terrible. Maybe once a month. If there's 12 of these this year, if 12 out of 365 end up like this, that's a lot. That's how I'll put it, right? But for today, that's what's happening because it's an off day and because I don't have enough episodes stacked up, quite frankly. So that's what's going down right now. So I'll start with yesterday, right? So what happened yesterday? I finished recording, and I go to this place. I don't know, so I was trying to think before I was recording, just gather my thoughts a little bit. I don't know if it was a bar, or like a restaurant, or a cafe. It's called Cafe Select. It's right in between, like, the Soho area and, like, Chinatown. Like, it's in between the two of those, so I don't know where it is. I completely forget the name of the street it was on. It might just, I don't think it was on Canal, no. It's near there, though. I don't know why I'm saying this as if, like, I have only New Yorkers watching. Like, I just spoke gibberish to the people watching this. They're in, like, you know, London right now or something. But yeah, I was there with some friends, and you know when you do the thing where like you are on your phone and you like finish checking your messages and like whatever other app you check, you know, like messages, WhatsApp, WeChat, what do people use that like they check? One of those things though, you know, maybe Snapchat if you're like 14 watching this. Sorry, no diss to people using Snapchat still. I just think it's crazy that some people still use that app. But either way, like you're done checking them, so you click on a random app. I did that and I clicked on StubHub. Like just like, you know, when you do it out of reflex, I clicked on StubHub, right? And I saw tickets to The Lion King for $50 for 7 p.m. And we were at this place cafe. We were at this cafe. I'll call it a cafe. We can use the word cafe here. We were just doing some like afternoon coffee, you know, amazing cappuccino. I asked for sugar and I don't think they put sugar in, but outside of that, an amazing cappuccino. I'm a big cappuccino guy. That's one thing about me that you need to know. Huge cappuccino guy, the biggest you'll meet, right? And we're drinking this nice afternoon coffee. Great thing. If you don't do that, highly recommend. If you're a coffee person, if you like grabbing coffee with friends, make it a thing to get afternoon coffee if you can, because it's awesome. It's not even a thing in my life. I wish it was a thing. I just do it every now and again, but like most of the time my afternoon coffee is alone. But like if you have friends that are willing to get afternoon coffee with you every day, either A, hit me up because I'm looking for that, or B, do that with them because that's awesome and you should do that. But the elephant in the room, $50 tickets to The Lion King, that's a deal, you know what I mean? Broadway plays are so expensive. I think before this I'd seen I want to say 2 Broadway plays in my life, maybe. You know, I grew up here, so I think I saw one when I was a kid, and then more recently I saw Stereophonics on Broadway. But both times it was extremely expensive to see that, you know, because they're Broadway plays. Like some of the other tickets for The Lion King outside of the ones we found, we were there, I want to say this was like 4:35-ish. So like the play was literally in 2 hours. It's not like it was like a pre-planned thing. So I think that's why the tickets were so cheap. But even at that time, some of the other tickets were ranging up to like $500. Like it still wasn't exactly cheap. So I don't know why we got that deal, but like $50 tickets, I wasn't gonna say no. It was actually really tough because I was like I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't meaning to be out late. But like I was like $50 tickets to The Lion King. Like I can deal with having a bad day tomorrow for this, you know? So that's what I did. We got $50 tickets. We went right to dinner after in Chinatown. Another amazing place, very cheap place, thankfully, because $50 tickets to The Lion King were cheap, but not cheap enough, unfortunately. And then we went to the play, right? Me and 2 friends. And I gotta say, just like this isn't meant to be a Lion King review by any means, but like since we're here talking about The Lion King, amazing. Like that was amazing. I've always actually like, not that it's on my bucket list to see The Lion King. It's not like a bucket list item, but like it's always something I've wanted to do for sure. Just because like growing up here, after The Lion King came out, and I want to say, well, it was before I was born, but I want to say it was like 93 or something like that. It was like early 90s when Lion King came out. So like, there's only ever been Lion King posters everywhere. Like since I was a kid, whenever I'd go into Times Square, which is a whole can of worms, by the way. Can we talk about Times Square? It's crazy. Like it's the most insane thing ever. Why is that a tourist attraction? I would love to know. I feel like I should know this because I live here, but like who was like, let's put up a bunch of billboards and they'll go see like just a bunch of advertisements. Like it's cool, I guess, like it's glowing, I guess, but like it's just a bunch of bright flashing lights that are advertising to you. I do not get why people go to Times Square. Like listen, I grew up 30 minutes from Times Square. So like, you know, it's that, I guess, I get why like as a kid, my parents were bringing me to Times Square, like look at this, cause like I get that, but like for the people that like are traveling from, I've met people who are traveling from literally the Czechoslovakia to go to Times Square. Like, can those people explain to me why they would do that? Because it's just an advertisement. Like, just scroll Instagram and like all the ads you see, and you'll go to Times Square from the comfort of your own home. But anyways, where was I? I don't know. Oh, right. So Times Square is filled with Lion King ads, mainly because the Minskoff Theater, where it's in, is like in Times Square. I think that's why there's a lot of them. I never realized that until last night when I went to the theater to see The Lion King. But there's a lot of ads for The Lion King everywhere. So I've always been like, oh, I'd like to see that. I watched the Disney movie as a kid. I read, of course, Kimba the White Lion by Osamu Tezuka, which is what The Lion King is stolen from. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. Crazy theft from Osamu Tezuka there. So like I'm familiar with The Lion King, but I always want to see the play, especially because like I never understood how they got, which now I do because I saw it, but I was always like, how would they get lions to act in the play? Like I was always like, do they do puppets? Now I get it. Honestly, I wasn't that impressed by the lions. I get why they had to do it, because like the lions have to act. So they did it in probably the best way they could. But what was really impressive was how they did all the other animals. If you don't know, search up like Lion King costumes. It's like they've transformed these people into animals with these costumes and like puppeteering and stuff like that. Really awesome stuff. Really cool. It was on the outside of the theater. They had this little thing that says like it feels like you're like in a dream but you're awake. 100% that's what it feels like, especially because I almost fell asleep a little bit in it because I was really tired, I'll be honest. But you know, I woke up within 10 seconds. Like it was one of those doze off moments. I'd feel terrible if I fully fell asleep. That'd be really sad to happen. But yeah, see The Lion King, and then you know, I want to say it ends around 10. I'm out of there. So like after that, I don't know what I did, but I didn't get home till 1. That's the bottom line here. All the Lion King stuff was a tangent, and a long way of saying I did not get home last night until 1 a.m. And usually they'd be fine, but I had a call at 8, right? For like work. Like it wasn't like something I could just like skip or whatever. And for some reason, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And like, listen, do I need a full 8 hours of sleep every night? No, I don't. Do I need like at least 6 or 7 though? For sure. I actually, like, funny story, I went through a period of my life where I could not function on under 9 hours of sleep. This, I don't even know why I'm saying a period. This was literally like a month, a year ago now, where like, if I did not get 9 hours of rest the night before, you were not seeing me the next day. I could not function. I'd be depressed, I'd be angry, I'd like have like, I don't know what was going on back then. But that was bad. So we're off that now, but I still definitely need at least 6. And like if I get 4 or 5, I can still like function. Like I'm still like right now I'm off like 4 hours of sleep and I'm fine for the most part. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm like doing great, but like it's not like I'm still alive talking, you know? As if that was any question, I'd still be talking. But like, it's just not, I'm not like myself, you know what I mean? So like I woke up, took the call, and this is where the day started going downhill right away. Not the call was great. The call went fine, right? But I didn't get to bed till probably like 2 or 3-ish. I got home at 1. I don't remember what happened after that. This is actually a big issue in my life that I need to like fix. So the way I work is like, I only work in absolutes, I think. I think that's the way I'd put this. Like, so like once I'm home at 1, right? Usually I try and be asleep around like 11, 12-ish. Once I'm home at 1, I will just like be like, oh, I'm already done. Like there's nothing else I can do about this. Let's just like not even try to go to bed now. Like let's just not even make an effort anymore. And the same thing will happen, like usually I like to follow a really strict regimen. I like to wake up at 6, I have a strict schedule, I follow all this stuff because I want to make sure that I can get my job done efficiently so I can work on this YouTube stuff that I love doing, you know? And like, for some reason, when that even gets knocked off by like 20, not 20 minutes, I'm exaggerating, but like an hour and a half, like let's say I wake up at 7:30 one morning instead, I will literally just sit there being like, oh, there it went. There went everything's ruined. There went the whole day. I'm not, like, I can't get back on the horse now. I'm just gonna sit here and rot. And that's what happened today, because I woke up a little late because of The Lion King. And, you know, then I just sat there and rot, I guess. And then that was actually exacerbated by the fact that So I am off social media. This is a video on my channel. I post on it obviously, but like that's like I'll post right in the morning and then delete everything, like block it on my phone just to make sure I'm not going on it, right? So TikTok's getting banned in the US. Such a shame, because I was going to start uploading Paint&Talk over there someday. But this new app, RedNote, is getting a lot of popularity. And one of the friends I was with yesterday speaks Chinese, so he downloaded the app and he was like showing me like what they were talking about on there. You know, because it's a lot easier than having a translator. RedNote is like a Chinese version of TikTok. Like TikTok was owned by a Chinese company, but I think RedNote's like legitimately what they use in China, and that is exactly what everyone's downloading now. I don't know why. I think it's kind of a joke, like, oh, you're trying to ban TikTok because it's Chinese, we're gonna do the even more Chinese app now. I think that's like the thing going on. But I was like, oh, let me check this out. So I downloaded it. Follow me on RedNote if you want. But like the problem is I literally drained 2 hours of my morning. Like I got off the call, I was really tired. So I sit back in my chair and I was like, oh, I just need 20 minutes. Open up RedNote, 2 hours down the drain, easily. And then, you know, if I was already, because I woke up late and took a call right away, I was already sitting there going like, oh, the day's over, there it all goes. After spending 2 hours on RedNote though, I was like, oh my God, like, I might have to stop for the week, because I just feel so, like, I think now, I hear this a lot with people that don't eat a lot of fast food, or don't eat any fast food. I don't have this as much, but I think it's because I'm still like, have my metabolism intact. I think this is like older people I've primarily heard this from, that like, once you stop eating fast food, if you eat a McDonald's burger, you feel awful. Like you just feel terrible the whole day. And social media is kind of the same thing for me, where I haven't been, like I've been off social media, like most of it, for around 2-ish years now, maybe a year and a half, a year, like around that area. I've been off TikTok and like short form though, for like 4 years. Like it's been a long time. I deleted TikTok in like 2021. Great decision. If you're thinking of it, highly recommend getting off short form content. It's really, like, it is very much something that will improve your days. But now whenever I scroll it or get sucked into it, it makes me feel like I'm genuinely in the pits of despair. Like it's the worst thing you could do to me. Like I would take being tortured over going on TikTok for an hour, which happened today. I did it because I can't control myself when I get TikTok put in front of me. And RedNote, they're being funny on RedNote. I mean, they're being really funny. They're saying some really funny things. So I could not, that also contributed to this. Okay, so I kind of overdid it on this gradient now. Like it was looking solid for a second there. I really liked this area of it. I think I might have overdone it a little bit though. That's okay, we'll be fine. But yeah, they're being really funny over on RedNote, so it sucked 2 hours down easy. And then after that, I had the whole thing of like, I woke up late multiplied by the whole like, oh my God, I just went on TikTok for 2 hours, basically TikTok as RedNote, but it's TikTok, you know what I mean? So then I was like, oh my God, like this is the worst. Like I was just like, this is the worst thing ever. So yeah, that's why I've had a terrible day today. And that's why I literally, outside of like work, this is the only thing I've done. I like to usually like go on a run, work on some video stuff. This is it. This is and I'm done after this. Like I think I'm just gonna like sit and like read till I stop, like being awake, you know, like just to let it happen. But yeah, so that was my day. And you know, I think I've run like 18 minutes now, 19, 20, 15, between 15 and 20 minutes. So I think that's where I'm gonna cut it for today. I think that's good enough for a little, you know, check in, some housekeeping. Oh, one other actual piece of housekeeping that's like properly is what should be called housekeeping. I'm gonna start uploading. This is partially because I also got sucked into Instagram Reels today, that I've made this executive decision to get Instagram off my phone completely. So I'm gonna start uploading the Reels and the painting at like 6 a.m. the next day when I wake up off of the day before. So usually I would upload this, you're watching this say at 9 a.m. I'd upload it by like 10ish in the night. Like I'd upload it in the evening of that same day. I'm gonna upload it the next morning instead. I think it works. It gives people just as much time to watch the Paint and Talk. It's the same kind of ordeal, but it just makes it so I don't have to be on Instagram as much, to be honest, because that's sucking away my day, as I disclosed here. So outside of that, that's some small housekeeping. I know most people probably wouldn't even notice if I didn't say something about it. But so that, you guys know the drill. Check out the painting over on Instagram. You'll see it straight on, no filters. You'll see it with a little explanation of what I was trying to do, what I want it to mean. And outside of that, sleep like 9 hours. That was more for myself than any of you, I guess.